Management Office put Nigeria's outstanding debt as at 30th September 2021 at $37.9 billion. While this rising debt profile remains a major concern for economic watchers, Nigerians are more concerned about the loans owed to China and its implication on the country's sovereignty. Foreign Affairs correspondent Muyo Thomas reports.
Nigeria has bilateral loans with about 5 countries: China, France, Japan, India and Germany, totaling about $4.39 billion, 11.59% of Nigeria's total loan portfolio. Of this figure, Nigeria's debt to China alone is about $3.59 billion. That is about 10% of Nigeria's indebtedness. These loans from the Exim Bank of China has sparked an outcry from Nigerians who are concerned that China may resort to taking over Nigeria's assets if the loans are not serviced.
He who goes a borrowing will definitely not be a happy man. Because the question is not whether you are borrowing or you are not borrowing. What is the capacity to pay back the loans? What are the terms for repayment?
I don't really think that China is well represented enough. I know a lot of negative perceptions about it. But again, when you're asking for help, you can't dictate the terms of the way you want to be helped.
While the defense put up is that there is need for developmental assistance, continued borrowing by Nigeria may indeed validate the concerns and the outcry by citizens over the Chinese loans.
To what extent have they offered us development? Is it that they are after the natural resources that are within our region, or they are actually interested in our development?
But China says it has no hidden reasons for being a big lender to Nigeria other than for development.
Chinese loan here is only about 10% of total loan from the international. For example, China is the loan is major focusing on the infrastructure.
Those against Nigeria's new borrowing culture argue that Nigeria in the past developed competitively without having to borrow.
At the time, Nigeria was developing based on competition, healthy competition from the regions. We didn't borrow this kind of money to develop. There was the first television station. I understand we had television station before France. We didn't borrow. It came from what we were able to generate.
While assurances by China that it will not take over national assets of the country may be tenable, another worry is a threat to the independence and sovereignty of Nigeria these loans pose.
What we need to ask for is more disclosure, so that it doesn't come tomorrow, we don't know what is signed. What did you agree upon? And maybe in terms of the way it's done, maybe you don't have to buy everything from China. Maybe we ask Chinese that, why don't you build a plant here where we can make some vehicles, some coaches for the train? Why don't you ask for such things? We have a steel mill in Ajakuta that is dead. Why can't we ask China, okay, we'll take over this one, whatever infrastructure you're going to use the steel produced from this factory. At least when you finish, there'll be jobs created, there'll be a spillover in the economy.
Information from the Debt Management Office says Nigeria has only paid about $102 million in the last 5 years and has spent over $500 million in servicing a debt of about $3.59 billion owed to China from 11 different projects. The burden of repaying these loans is what concerns Nigerians, especially when the infrastructure projects for which these loans were obtained still do not function optimally. Nigeria lacks good road networks, power and energy are still very abysmal, and most of the projects are uncompleted. If completed, revenues from them could have helped in paying these debts and be a consolation to Nigerians.